We are on a roll, folks. We are on a roll. Keep watching those videos. You know, I actually sent a Twitter to Vladimir at his Kremlin Twitter, and I said, Vlad, get on German and European TV. And this is in response to that whatever it was that happened in Germany where that car ran into a bunch of people and killed people. I believe Angelina was behind that. I said, Vlad, get on German and European TV and tell all the Germans and Europeans to watch my lightning bolt and sling stone videos to destroy Angelina Ballerina and her Jesuits. That's it. And then I heard from Bill O'Reilly, or somebody who purported to be Bill O'Reilly, at my YouTube channel. And here's what he said. Gail, they just released our stats for our slot times on Fox. And I'm surprised your viewership has been going higher and higher. Just a message our CEO wanted to get to you. Gail Chord Schuler, congratulations on setting a new record on Fox on channel 00. That's on cable. I admit we were doing an experiment to see how well you would do, and we finally agreed with everyone on our board to push your slot at 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the full 3 hours. Also, as a reminder to you and Zach Knight, we are nominating you for the Best Public News Broadcaster at this year's Nobel Peace Prize for 2017. We look forward to increasing our viewership, and congratulations again, Gail. From yours truly, Bill O'Reilly, CEO of Fox Rupert Murdoch and Fox Family. My answer, everybody. This is my answer to Bill O'Reilly. Everybody, watch my Gabriel Chana Fox News channel website I'll have a link for it underneath this video. I open it up with the videos we all must watch to take down evil Angelina Ballerina and her evil followers. I will also have a link underneath this video that's going to go into detail about how I am the Zechariah 9:15 King David sling stones woman, and biblical prophecy is being fulfilled right before our very eyes with my Fox News channel website, where people are watching that, and Jesus has given me lightning bolt and sling stone powers against the Antichrist, and it increases when you watch my lightning bolt and sling stone videos. That's Zechariah 9:15 being fulfilled right before our eyes. Check that link out underneath this video. And Jesus once, he did tell me that I am the subject of Zechariah 9:15. He said, yep, Gail, that's you in there. That's you. When I talked to him, I believe that Angelina Ballerina is the Antichrist for the tribulation. The Antichrist is called the Beast. Notice you got a B and an A in the word beast. She comes from Babylon, or the Roman Catholic Church. Notice all the A's and B's associated with the Beast and Angelina Ballerina. You also notice how Babylon has many of the same letters as an Angelina. Also add up all the letters to Angelina and you get 8 letters. The beast is called the 8th beast in Revelation 13. Ballerina will give you 10 letters, and this beast will have a confederacy of 10 kings. Also, Angelina is the most evil person I've ever encountered. Nobody can beat her for evil. She's perfect for the job because I can easily see her putting her fists up at God as the Bible describes the Antichrist. She's cold enough to do the job. She's heartless enough to do the job. You know, I never could see Zach Knight doing a lot of the things that the Antichrist needs to do. But I can easily see Angelina doing these things. I think she's it. She will become a transgender man and will be the most evil person in all of human history. She's almost there now. Jesus describes her as 1,000 times more evil than Zach Knight. It's her. She is the Antichrist. Jesus does not want to admit this because we're going to cage her, and Jesus will have to let her out to do the job. And this makes Jesus look evil. But I think he will put some limits on her brain control powers when she comes out again after her confinement, so that she won't be able to pull down her top anymore, or however she does it, and fling her breasts at people and just get everybody to have sex with her just because she shows up. In the meanwhile, we need to bring her down. So everybody, keep listening to my videos at gabrielchana.com/foxnews.html. I actually have kind of gone online and chosen some pictures of guys that may give us an indication of what the Antichrist may look like, based on my guess that Angelina Ballerina will transform herself into a transgender man. Satan is clever. He's going to make his Antichrist very physically attractive, enabling him to seduce better his followers. Note of interest, when I did a search on blonde male hunks, about 90% of the images that came up featured blonde men showing off their erect penises. What is this world coming to? I mean, you don't need to pay for Playgirl magazine anymore. It's all free online. I suspect Angelina's behind this. She's in rehearsals for her role as the Antichrist during the tribulation. Help me take her down by watching gabrielchana.com/foxnews.html. Unfortunately, as I suspect she or he will be the Antichrist, Jesus may have to resurrect her for the tribulation. But at least for those of us who are Jesus' followers, we can take her down until the tribulation. As darker hair is often considered sexy in men, she may change her hair color, kind of like how Matthew McConaughey's a blonde, but he colors his hair dark. It's interesting that her first victim was Matthew McConaughey, of all the men on my marriage list, and he was or is a blonde. She almost got blonde Vladimir Putin, too. Just a reminder to you vain Angelina Ballerina Jesuits who stare in the mirror all day long and admire your own beauty. You will turn into a worm in hell. Yes, an ugly, writhing worm. That body you so worship will no longer look human. You won't have arms and legs, and maybe not even a face. You'll be a worm. Imagine that. You kill and rape and drop yeast bombs on people to force people to worship your beauty. They're doing the yeast bombs because they want to give everybody a yeast brain infection, enabling Angelina to more efficiently take over your brain. And she doesn't care if she gives you a bunch of other side effects from that as well. She's heartless. Because you think you're so hot. Yeah, you're hot, all right. Hot and burning in hell forever. Jesus died on the cross for your filthy sins, and you just laugh. When Angelina showed up at the Donald Trump rally, Brent Spiner described her as just one of her followers was saying, "You need to stick up for us women who are fat and realize it's not fair for us to be fat." And Angelina just kind of like flung something out of like, "Oh, just get lost, you know. I got more important things to do. I need to seduce Donald Trump." I mean, that's the attitude this bitch has. So Jesus died on the cross for your filthy sins, and you just laugh and say you're so perfectly beautiful that he didn't need to die for you. And you forget you're a worm. That's what you'll look like forever. Enjoy your pathetic beauty for the short time you'll have it, because God will punish you with a body as ugly as your heart. Forever and ever. Have fun. Oh, by the way, Angelina Ballerina, I'm making you a dare. You boast that you'll get all the men on my marriage list, but Jesus Christ has the #1 spot. So pull down your shirt and show Jesus Christ your breasts. Have fun. Angelina, you did put Trump under your spell, making me the U.S. president. And you're right, I am in an alliance with Russia. That's because Vladimir Putin is not an evil Angelina Ballerina bastard or bitch like you are. I don't know, you might be a transgender man, so I should probably start calling you bastard too. Here's how I feel about you and your lying mouth. Go to www.gabrielchana.com/foxnews.html. However, Vladimir did not hack or do any of this nonsense that you claim. You Angelina Ballerina supporters and Jesuits lie so much. If you ever told the truth, the world would end. That bitch lies about all her enemies and would do anything to win, even destroy the earth if she had to. Angelina, you're going down. I've had it with you, bitch. Congratulations, Angelina. The King David inside of me is furious. All I dream about is shooting lightning bolts and sling stones all over you and blowing you up into a million pieces. Unfortunately, you can come back together because you're the Antichrist. Don't worry, I'll just keep blowing you up for the rest of my life. Yeah, just keep watching that. Go to my website, my Fox News website, folks, and you'll be helping me. You won't be able to do anything as long as I'm alive, except try to keep yourself together. Have fun, bitch. I suspect that I, as the woman after God's own heart, am echoing what God must feel right now. He's authorizing me to use my videos to attack you, and he's probably as pissed at you as I am. That's why my videos are demolishing you right now. You're getting exactly what your cold iceberg heart deserves. All you care about is yourself. You think you're so beautiful that everyone is dying to make love with you, even if you blow them up during sex, which you think is fun. I've had it with you, bitch. And God's had it with you. I imagine he has to let you loose during the tribulation again after I beat you up and am in heaven after the rapture. I imagine it gives God a migraine just to think about it. He's really peeved at you, bitch. That's why my videos are working. What kind of jackass are you to think that you and Satan can beat God up? Do you realize the only reason you're alive is because God wants us to love him of our own free will? If he wasn't obsessed with free will, he'd be frying you right now and would probably demolish you forever. He hates what you stand for. Satan was the most beautiful creation when he rebelled against God, and you have his heart. Satan picks somebody with unusual physical beauty and who's very proud of it because that's why he fell. He became so enamored with himself that he thought he was hotter than God, just like you think, you stupid bitch. Being a fool is bad enough, but you're a wicked fool and enjoy inflicting pain, especially if it happens because somebody was lusting after your boobs. The only thing hot about you is the eternal fire where you're going to burn like a worm. Oh, and by the way, in hell, you're going to lose your beauty. As part of your punishment, God will transform you into an ugly worm, probably the ugliest worm in all of hell for eternity. Have fun, bitch. You say, you shouldn't talk to me like this. I have zero respect for anybody who enjoys murdering people while having sex and taking over people's minds while brain raping them. You're the lowest of the low, like Satan. You're so stuck on yourself, you can't see that God is being very lenient with you. I guess you'll have to burn for 1,000,000 years as an ugly worm before you're convinced how ugly you really are. Maybe then you'll come to your senses and realize how stupid you are, and that true beauty is in the heart, not the body. You worship your body. Hey, you dumb jackass. Your body's going to turn into a worm in hell. It won't be much to look at then, you vainglorious, proud worm. Isaiah 66:24 says, and they shall go forth and look upon the carcasses of the men that have transgressed against me. For their worm shall not die, neither shall their fire be quenched, and they shall be an abhorring unto all flesh. By the way, I asked Jesus if people will turn into a worm in hell, and he said yes. Think of this, you idiot. Jesus Christ, who is the perfect man, when he came to earth as a man, chose a rather mediocre appearance as far as his facial features. He chose to look kind of average, except he's muscular and lean because he doesn't want to appear to support gluttony. So you think you can claim superiority based on looks alone? In that case, you think you're superior to Jesus because physically right now, you are better looking than Jesus. I'd be the first to admit that in your current state, you have superior physical beauty. The problem is that's all you have. And the problem is it won't last. I'm not just talking about the aging process, which you think you can beat because of your satanic powers. I'm talking about how your soul is ugly and God is going to make sure your body will match that in hell. I look at you, Angelina, and I see the greatest tragedy in all of human history. All you can see is your body. You are blind to the state of your soul. Oh, so blind and so ugly. Like Satan, you like to wow people over with your beautiful exterior, and if they pulled off the cover, what would fall out would be a bunch of writhing worms, slimy and ugly, and writhing all over each other. And when God looks at you, that is what he sees. And that is what you will look like in the life that really counts, eternity. Oh, by the way, so you think you're going to get all the men on my marriage list, and put them on your marriage list? Did you forget that Jesus Christ shares the #1 spot with Brent Spiner? Don't make me laugh. You think you're going to seduce Jesus and get him? You boast you'll get all my men. Well, Jesus is one of my men. Ha! I'm laughing so hard I can't stand it. Ha ha ha! He's beating you up right now, bitch. Oh yeah, Jesus is lusting after you. Pride goes before destruction and a haughty spirit before a fall. I'm getting Jesus Christ's semen in the millennium, and you won't be able to stop me. Ha, 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 ha. He's not sexually attracted to me, but I'm getting his semen, and you aren't. Guess you're not as hot as you think you are. You think Jesus would give you his semen? Ha, ha, ha. Don't make me laugh. Good luck trying to steal Jesus from me. I imagine you think he finds a worm attractive.